Good morning, fishing folks. Welcome back to Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. Today I'm gonna head downtown to where y'all have seen me fish on my lunch breaks before. It's where two river systems converge here, and it's on my way to work. And also I got it's like drizzling right now, so I'll be under a bridge, and I'm gonna throw around some full-size scrounger heads on my casting gear, and then just some single tail grubs, or maybe some kind of little baits, obviously on a spinning rod, just targeting the toothy critters. But I can actually let baits sink down there all the way to the bottom and just slow roll them as slow as possible without worrying about losing them every cast, like down the road here. So come along, let's do some actual fishing. Well, as the sun's coming up here in lovely downtown West Virginia, Charleston, I'm throwing 1/4 ounce scrounger head with a little willow leaf blade on it, paired up on the old version of elaztech, the old blend, and you can tell when you thread it on a hook that it's the old pack before they went bright blue. But I don't know how well y'all can see it, but that's what I'm throwing. It's a Scrounger by Fish Head with the willow leaf on it, and like a neon pepper Fluke style bait. But I'm trying to mock the old dying bait fish here without getting too much backlash, and just rolling it slow on the bottom where hopefully some of the bigger fish are sitting belly in the mud, because it's been cold. And we got a pretty swift current because I'm casting straight dead ahead, and by the time I engage in my reel and start my retrieve, I'm already out, like at 10 o'clock. No. But you can free spool it and let it go back down to the bottom. But I wanted something more subtle than an actual boot tail. Man, I'm not getting no distance. I got a 3/8 head with me. As you can see, we got some chop coming in. Oh, got him! I don't know what this is, you guys. Oh boy. I don't know. The Scrounger. All right, look at that. Yeah. That is a nice walleye, you guys. He's a good 3 or 4 pounds. Hey, dude. You got cracked in the top of your lip, didn't you? What's up, buddy? Oh, you got cracked. Hey, man. That's a nice fish right there, y'all. I hope you guys can see him. He's a pretty one. Hey, bud. You're spiking up for the camera, huh? Photo opping. Let me get a little picture, dude. As fast as I can here. He gave a nice fight, man. You are healthy, buddy. I know you guys can't see him that well, so I'm gonna have to do all that mess with the editing process, because we ain't even crested sun up. There, man. Thank you for playing, bud. You've been eating good, haven't you? All right, buddy. It's gonna be a little drop here. Full of piss and vinegar. Boosh! There he went. Scrounger heads, dude. Woo! Don't even need a lot of casting distance when they're feeding. We got him. And all right, so the reason why I picked this bait is because we got wind, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. You know, you guys know already why I came down to this spot, because I can cast out, let it sink to the bottom. And I checked that fish's belly. He didn't have no mud on him, so he was probably a little bit up off the bottom, but I mean, I let it sink. Yeah, I even free spool it a little bit before I engage my reel, and then just slow roll. But the key is to have a little bit of drawing power, and that's what this blade just did. It made this separate a little bit from the actual bait in the water. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do it again. Man, the 7.3 medium heavy has been the walleye killer this winter. Really has. With the old Diawa Takara. Man, if we can come across a school of them, look out. And look how slow I'm going, y'all. I mean, that's pretty slow. And this is a 7 speed, 7 1-to-1, I believe. But you don't want to overfish none of this stuff right now, because it just would look too unrealistic to these fish. And I'll be free spooling once I feel like I get up too far off the bottom. Another thing about Scrounger, I did have a bite, man. Oh, wow, tore my head all up and everything. So we might be on some fish, y'all. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, y'all, it's super cold out here, and I need to warm back up since I'm, you know, kind of recently getting over being sick or whatever. So I'm just gonna go get some gas. I'll come back down here on my lunch break when it warms up a little bit, see if we can get on in some kind of afternoon bite. But if not, once I get home, I'll go over in depth in the light, the setup, the rod, the reel, the line size, and the whole thing. If you want to give Scrounger heads a try. Freaking diesel buttholes, man. You guys are way loud and obnoxious, but I guess that's the whole point. But all right, y'all, stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, guys, I wanted to show you all 7 foot 3 inches of rod and reel that I was using today. It is a Lews SG1. It's in the Speed Stick series, as you can see. It is only IM6 graphite, excuse me. And one thing about this rod, for only being a $40 price point rod, as you can see, it's got a ton of guides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guides on a $40 price point rod. And I paired it up with a Diawa Takara, which is an older model that they do not make anymore. I got it off eBay. It is a 7-1-1. It's more like a high sixes, because if you look at the line per handle turn take up, it is less than a lot of the newer low 7-speed reels. But here's what we did damage with today, and this is how I fish it. It is the old blend ZMan elaztech Fluke style bait and a 5-inch bait. I cut it down a little bit, and that is a Fish Head Spin. That's what it's called, the Fish Head Spin. It's a Scrounger. You see the plastic bill, and I fish them on 14-pound fluorocarbon to a number 8 DouLock Snap by VMC. And what you want to make sure is that the gauge wire of the snap is thin enough to allow that bait to rock back and forth, because that is the appeal of a Scrounger. It doesn't do a tail wag, it does a body rock. And when you have water cold enough that's going to have a shad kill, and you allow this to free spool to the bottom and then come back off and swim away a little bit and then free spool back down, that's all I was doing this morning. I was trying to look like an easy meal, and that nice walleye took me up on it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, the rod, the reel, the bait, and how I fish it.